I think you could say there's a race to be first in the air with sustainable aircraft. Well, do you know, it may not be the aircraft you're thinking of. I'm with Tom Grundy, who is the CEO of Hybrid Air Vehicles, who has the Airlander 10. Tom, welcome.
Thanks, Alan.
So where are we with Airlander 10?
At a really exciting moment, Alan. So we are through the research and development phase with Airlander. We're now working to scale up into production. It'll be a UK-based production of this new aircraft, green exports for the world and new green aviation jobs in the north of England.
Now, something that I found quite fascinating and surprised me was we've already got an airline that's now signed up, an airline that's offering regional flights at 200 knots. What's the alternative with you?
We have Airlander available with 100 seats to travel on those short journeys where regional jets are really actually not the most efficient way of getting around the place. And there's a lot of parts of the world where our options are go for a flight or otherwise go over the surface, go on a ferry or so on. With Airlander and with the work we're doing in Spain, we're demonstrating how the journey time for the consumer can be much the same as the flight, the price can be right, and we can get people to their destinations with only 10% the emissions of a regional jet flight.
And what about the other applications that you can see for Airlander 10?
Well, Airlander's designed around three real uses. One is passenger transport over those shorter distances where aircraft speed is less of a premium. Second is logistics, so moving things around the world, and we're doing some great work up in Scotland with Highlands and Islands Airport, Logan Air and others on passenger and logistics transport around that region at the moment. And then the third area is in communications and surveillance, so more defence applications, and there we're working with the United States Department of Defence and others on showing how Airlander can be a game changer in that role as well.
Now, getting that US DoD contract or agreement is quite something, because that really does give it the credibility that you need.
Well, I think there's always been real interest in what a product like this can do in defence, whether that's logistics or in comms and surveillance. And you've got 5 days endurance on this platform, so we can carry big mission systems for 5 days at a time. We can get those into places that aren't well connected today, so Airlander just needs a flat space to take off and land from. So we've always known that there's going to be interest there. In fact, the DoD, who we've been working with for a couple of years now under a cooperative research and development agreement, they're now moving into funding the next stage of research around what this product can do. It's a really welcome step towards getting Airlander in to the third of those three roles that I talked about.
Okay, and can we just talk about that sustainable credentials? You talked about 10% of what the emissions that will be coming out on a regional jet. How are you fueling the aircraft, and how does that work?
Yeah, well, we're on a pathway to actual zero emissions here by Airlander, and we aim to be there at true zero emissions by 2030. Now, at that point, what we'll have on board is 4 electric motors. The electric motors being developed right now by Collins Aerospace, backed by a hydrogen fuel cell powertrain. So our aim point there is 2030. Stepping back a little bit, the next stepping stone is 2 electric motors and 2 kerosene motors. So that's what gets you to that 90%. But remember that Airlander, even as a kerosene-fueled aeroplane, its efficiency means that it starts off 75% better than anything else that's out there.
And can I just say congratulations on putting aircraft manufacturing into the UK again?
It's a massive thing for the UK, and it puts a smile on my face. It's the first new aircraft manufacturing line that's going to be coming into the UK for as long as I can remember. New jobs, great exports, and a real leader for sustainable aviation going out into the world.